This is my non-alcoholic spritz and I'm gonna show you how to make it. I'm pregnant and pissed because it is July and I want a cocktail. I've been drinking water and all the healthy things, which I should probably do. Hold on, let me drink a little more of this. I'm drinking this, but this baby, 16 weeks, wants a spritz because she's Italian too. So you know what? I have some leftover non-alcoholic sparkling. I have a little bit of non-alcoholic orange, whatever the hell it is, some ice. I'm gonna make one right now and we're gonna taste test it together. The recipe itself is actually gonna be from my mom, who's the full-blown Italian, like it was her first language kind of Italian. I am going to follow it, but with all my non-alcoholic stuff, and then I'm gonna garnish it with the best cherries ever. 10 out of 10 recommend if you have a Trader Joe's near you, which I really hope you do, because if you don't, sad day. It's my favorite grocery store ever, and let's just take a moment for you. Okay, go to Safeway and get whatever they got there because it's not gonna be as good, but let's move on. Okay, so first things first, the main ingredients that I'm gonna be using is this alcohol-free aperitivo. Can you tell that I wasn't raised with the language? Let me show you. So that is what I'm gonna use for the Aperol part of this. The second thing I'm gonna use, I opened this last night. I have this sparkling wine. This one's actually expensive. This has no added sugar, no added flavor, no added color, vegan, low calorie. Flavor is spelled F-L-A-V-O-U-R. That's how you know they marked up that price when you're putting an O-U-R in flavor. I'm just saying. But it's pretty decent. I would say get the Josh non-alcoholic Prosecco at Trader Joe's or any other grocery store. It's less expensive and honestly, I think it's better. Okay, so those are like the main ingredients in this. I am also gonna cut up an orange first. That way the garnish is pretty much ready to go. And let me show you the cherries. The cherries are just, they're very like candy, in the candy lane because they're almost too sugary and sweet, but I like that. So if you want something to taste like a cherry, this ain't it for you. This tastes like I said, candy. Try them though. They're thick and they're syrupy and they're sinful. So let me grab them for you. It's these little guys. They are so, like I said, ridiculous. I'm not gonna use the word obsessed because everyone does. No one's that obsessed with food, just like yeah. Anyway, the first ingredient is cherries. Thank God, I thought it was gonna be sugar. The second one is sugar. I'm gonna stop reading now. We're just gonna go with this. This is what we're gonna put for our garnish, meaning I'll put 2 in the drink and I'll eat 4 on the side. That's what a garnish is, right? Right? No? Let's just make this drink. I am going to just use a plain wine glass. I don't know if you're supposed to have a specific glass for a spritz. This is gonna work just fine for me. And I'm gonna cut up this orange. So for the orange garnish, I did a really thick slice. You can see that's like probably a solid inch there because the last time I did this, I didn't do a thick slice and it was really hard to get it on the little stick that goes in it. Is there a word for that? Don't know. The stick that goes in the drink that makes it pretty with the stuff. That didn't work very well in this. So I thickened it up and then I'm gonna cut it in half. I just wanted to have the garnishes like ready to go before I made the drink. The cherries are gonna be a cage fight. I'm gonna do that last. So I notoriously use a food scale for everything I do. I put it to ounces. The first ingredient is gonna be 5 ounces of your sparkling whatever. If you are doing it alcoholic, use your regular sparkling alcoholic. If you're doing non-alcoholic, you can use all the non-alcoholic stuff. I don't know if you needed an explanation with that, but I just mansplained that to you. All right, 3.7. This is super fun doing with my left hand, so I'm so sorry about the earthquake and the nausea. If you're watching it, we are almost there. We're gonna call that good. I'm fighting my perfectionism to take that 0.45 out. You know what? No, this is a good therapy exercise for me. We're gonna leave that in. That is our first ingredient, is the sparkling. This is our second ingredient. We are going to add 2 ounces of this aperitivo. Mio Netto, alcohol-free aperitivo. Honestly, guys, this is giving me flashbacks to when I was filming my IVF meds, except this is a lot lower risk. Because if I spill this, no one gives a shit. All right, We're gonna try to nail 2 ounces. Here we go. 0.65, 1.5, oh, you know what? We're gonna call that good enough, but look how pretty that is. Look at that sparkly, summery beverage. That is so exciting. Maybe my bar for life is low, but you know what? I'd rather be thrilled by this. Okay, next up, this is actually probably gonna be the most boring thing of all, but it's my little club soda, and it's only gonna be 1 ounce of that. But I mean, who's really nailing these measurements right now? Almost. I don't really know what the point of the club soda is. Maybe some extra fizz. I don't know. Let's go ahead and add the ice. So you wanna fill the glass with ice and then you add your garnish. Since we're done measuring, I went ahead and took that scale away. So I have some larger ice cubes. It's not break. Can you imagine if I just like broke this whole glass? That'd be so funny. I don't even think I'd be upset, but actually I'm pretty hormonal. I might cry. So you wanna really like get that ice in there, you know, fill it up. And then if you're feeling rebellious, you can pour some extra sparkling in there, but I'm gonna leave it like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and create my garnish. Why is it being so weird? There you go. I'm gonna create my garnish now. Do you like how I just have my setup right there? I'm so good at this. Let me just show you what I'm talking about with these cherries. Look how ridiculous these things are. It's just like this oozy, thick syrup. It's so decadent and really a diabetic nightmare. So let's use 10. And that is actually how I decided to top it. I did 2 of the cherries. I did my thick slice. You can see you really wanna have it stable in there. And I just put it right in the top so that I can regret it later, because this is just gonna be a pain in the ass. Here it is again, the final product. And now that I've tore up my kitchen in order to just put this on camera for you guys, I should probably try it. Hold on. Yeah, see, that's good. I mean, it doesn't have the alcohol taste. It doesn't have that. I would call it an 8.5, especially if I haven't drank in a while. It's so good. All that talking is making me breathe hard. My God, I'm sweating. Hormones, I can actually blame hormones. But let me tell you why I'm actually comfortable with having these now and then. Because I know someone in the comments is gonna be like, well, you don't care about your baby because you're having non-alcoholic, whatever. Listen, Tina, here's the thing. I want you to take your phone and leave that comment. Just leave it. Leave it down there, and that's just gonna help me. Just gonna boost engagement. So you know what? Take out your bad day on me. Just go to town. Take your little misery and just type it out. But besides that, the reason why I'm actually okay with having these now and then is because if you Google ripe bananas, fruit juice, and other foods that have naturally occurring alcohol in them, the percentages are very close to this. So no one's yelling at me from eating a brown banana or a glass of orange juice, and that has like trace amounts of alcohol in it like this. So I'm not piling up on fruit juice at the same time that I'm having something like this. I'm just aware that in nature, small amounts of alcohol are gonna happen, and people just get freaked out because this is in a bottle. Again, talk to your doctor always. I always say that, but you can't out logic that, really? Or you can talk about it in the comments, but that's all. I'm gonna enjoy this now before it gets weird, and I want everyone to have a good day and do what you want, kind of, to an extent. Don't do drugs. Bye.